Remy and Pap situation. None of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
Why is Papoose in lockdown when this man is essentially pleading for a divorce and she refuses to sign the paperwork? This has gone so badly that it's no longer just about love. Claressa Shields is eager to enter the ring to literally knock some sense into her.
Surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you. After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it. And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
One of a kind, I would say.
Not to mention that this man kept Remy grounded when she was incarcerated, upholding her integrity and reputation. Even now, as she is out here building her career and spending time with the black captain, who has already moved on with 2 younger women, there are reports that Papoose might be interested in the alimony payout. Remy still won't let Papoose go, and she believes Claressa Shields isn't being honest. To start, Claressa has been very public about how much she loves Papoose. Her most recent Instagram post was a birthday greeting that had everyone talking.
They both nice, but it would have to be new lyrics now, right?
She sent a letter wishing a man a happy birthday. Your birthday punches are all coming today. So may God provide you many more years and even faster hands. Even while it was cute, let's face it, those birthday punches were definitely emotional. Happy birthday, King. I am so thankful for your life, laughter, music, love, and direction. You are truly one of a kind. Please realize that despite all of that love, Papoose has not yet proposed because Remy Ma is out there delaying the divorce papers. Papoose has been telling people that he has been requesting this divorce more than once or twice.
Besides the great performances, it was like one small, tiny, bitsy incident with Brian and his friends, but it was nothing. It was like one little, nowhere near me, like a football field.
However, whenever Remy stirs up more controversy, the receipts are always visible. Do you remember when Remy made public the text messages that Clarissa and Pap exchanged? Clarissa was upset that Pap hadn't told her that he had made it home safely and that the tea was hot, so she kept things real by saying, "You are the one. It shouldn't be a giant deal to let me know that you arrived home safely if you can't be with me in person or over the phone since I'm married." Not content, Remy continued by claiming that she had recordings of Papoose being aggressive and that he had threatened to call the police on her.
Really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. And nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right.
He also stated that Remy is upset because he moved on, and let's face it, she was unfaithful first. However, Papoose quickly shut everything down and denied all of the allegations. Remy isn't going to stop now either. 2023 Christmas. Do you remember the rap battle where Remy publicly declared her love for the block captain Easy? If so, why aren't you letting Pap go, even if you're out here showing affection to someone else? Clarissa and Papoose have been involved in more. So if you thought that was messy, wait, they recently set very ambitious goals by taking a lavish Valentine's Day trip to Hawaii, which gave everyone a close-up look at their devotion. Oh, they were enjoying the sun and the sea and living life to the fullest. Since Pap is always working on his business, he also took the time to post on Threads to keep everyone updated on its progress. This year we set records, and the performance was wonderful, with many celebrities in attendance. To show what true love looks like, Clarissa was out here winning hearts while Mr. Papoose was out here securing the bag. She even shared a sweet video of herself and her partner on the beach. But wait, rumors have it that things are about to get serious. To have his big moment and ask Clarissa to marry him on Valentine's Day with Remy, Pap had been organizing this romantic retreat for months. However, the entire plan was ruined, and she still puts herself in the middle. Let's consider the ideal proposal. Hawaii, the sea breeze, and the romance in the air. But guess who had to step in and ruin it? Mary explains that she's out here playing games and keeping Papoose from moving on because, let's face it, things with her new boyfriend have been easy, and the block captain wasn't as impressive as expected. The way your former partner is handling your marriage reveals your fears, and Janae is feeling something because she is seeing the same amount of love and support that she once received. Rumors are going around in the streets that Remy refuses to sign the divorce papers because she knows that Pap will get the alimony payment, and let's be honest, she's not concerned about that. It must have been hard to see him turn around and show up for another woman like that, especially since Clarissa's boxing match entrance was a completely different level of love and support. I want to pay those dollars because the other partner made a lot more money after a divorce, and the financially weaker partner usually is eligible to get spousal support, often known as alimony, because Pap was the one who stayed loyal and held things down for all those years. Let's not pretend otherwise. The courts consider several important factors when determining alimony, including the length of the marriage, the significant pay gap, and who made what contributions were made throughout the union. In this case, it's unclear if the roomie is helping him out of love or simply to keep her money in her pocket after more than 10 years of dating, 11 years after they first started dating. Dating in 2004, got married in 2008, and broke up in 2023. What's strange is that they weren't your normal couple. They were married over the phone while Remy was incarcerated. Keep in mind that Pap supported her during this entire time. He was there when Remy was sentenced in 2008 and stayed there in 2014. They even had a televised wedding ceremony to celebrate their love. In 2018, they welcomed Remy Mackenzie, their daughter, because Pap helped Remy through some of the most trying times. Periods of her life. Let's talk about money. If they decide to get a divorce, this is where things get really complicated, and Pap has a good point. When RMA receives the divorce papers, she realizes that Papoose would probably be receiving alimony because her estimated net worth is $4 million, which is significantly more than Papoose's. Remy's wealth is largely derived from her record-breaking sales on reality TV appearances, Pairing, and her 2006 debut album. Remy remains relevant even though she doesn't. She was releasing mixtapes while incarcerated, and guess who was out there promoting and profiting from them when she was unable to maintain her reputation? He did it for her when she was finally free in 2014, and she and Pap used VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York to bring their love story to the small screen. They went on to land multiple spin-offs, and who was there to help her achieve celebrity status? Make sure that those TV deals kept coming in because Papoose was more than just a character. He was an important part of the story, including their love struggles and family. When Remy debuted the Remy Ma line in 2018, that was another bag secured, but guess what? Pop made the wise choice to donate a portion of the sales to support women and families affected by incarceration. Let's not pretend, though, that Pap wasn't also out there pushing. He was wearing the men's clothing from that brand to events to draw attention to it and generate a lot of exposure for the collection. The type of promotion that businesses pay well-known influencers for was being done with the money from the room. When Remy couldn't be there, Jason Scott Room's teenage kid at the time was not left alone while she was in prison. Without hesitation, Pap stepped up and took on the role of a father figure, a burden, but after Remy is released from prison, things take a tragic turn. Jason. It's a sad situation, but it just highlights how much stability Pap was providing in Remy's absence. He was taking care of her child and keeping everything together, which is something that cannot be appreciated. He wasn't just keeping the house together. Now, it appears that Remy is aware that Pap has a strong case for alimony when we talk. Her son was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and other serious crimes in connection with the horrific incident that happened in Queens, New York, in 2021. About this divorce and the reasons for her tardiness, but what about Clarissa? She's unhappy about everything, as you are aware, and Remy is delaying things and ruining her wedding plans. This isn't a casual relationship, and I don't keep quiet when things aren't going well. They aren't playing games, but they are stuck. At this point, Clarissa is totally committed. She views Pap as her king and loves him unconditionally. Because Papoose is still legally married to someone else, Clarissa is unable to even move forward with him. One more woman. How long must she wait? Imagine being prepared to begin a new life with someone, but being blocked from doing so by a huge obstacle called Remy Ma. To make matters worse, this obstacle is still present in the background, making things chaotic and exhausting. You have to wonder how much longer Clarissa will tolerate before she demands some real answers and action. The true question, though, is whether Remy is still with Pap because she truly loves him or if this is just a scheme to get the alimony check she knows is coming for a while. But let's face it, even if any woman in Clarissa's position would be upset, what about Clarissa? Will she really put up with all of this drama? And more importantly, how long should Papoose wait for Remy to let him go? Please click like to leave a comment with your thoughts on this. If you haven't already, subscribe and enable notifications while you're at it to make sure you don't miss this drama.